Hi and welcome to Qigong Live Online. This is the Beginners program today. So in the advanced class I just did before, Stream Live, was we did a more intricate standing Qigong posture. So if you want to do a little bit more technically difficult one, we'd go and have a look at the advanced class I just did. But if you want, well, today we're going to do a beginner's one. We're going to do an exercise which is a static posture, because static postures are really powerful, and I'll explain a little bit more as we go why they're so powerful. And because a lot of the Qigong you see that everybody moves slowly and quietly, yeah. But this is the static postures generate a different sort of energy, and it creates a different sort of circulation. I'll explain it when we go. So the exercise we're going to do is called smoothing the spleen, stomach, and liver by raising one hand. It's a rather large name, but that's what it's called. Now, this is primarily good for digestive functions when you have bloating, because the liver could cause bloating, flatulence, such as farting, belching, all of those sort of disturbances of the stomach or stomach pain itself, or come from either the stomach, the spleen, or they can come from the liver's disturbance to the stomach. And so this particular exercise harmonizes all those three to take away the stomach discomfort. Yeah, so it's a very, very powerful exercise, very famous. Before we do that, we'll bow into class. Yep, roll back onto your thumbs. We'll bring your hand around. Your left hand goes underneath the right hand on top with the two thumbs together. Gong. Bring your fist with the left hand, cover with your right. Bring it towards your heart and then down to your physical center. Very cool. So this is one of the few static postures in the Duan Jin series, and there's different ways you can do this. This is a modified version of one of the exercises, because as I say, there's different ways you can do these. This one generates a lot of power because you're standing on one leg, where generally the other one's done with both legs intact. Well, this one we're going to do it, you're standing on one leg. I'm going to mirror you, so we're going to step off to the right. Yep, step off to the right. And so with our feet placement, the back foot, if I stand back this way, both my feet are facing towards the front. We use the idea of a compass regulation. So we have this north facing the front, south the back. We have west on this side, and we have east on the other side. Now you'll be standing, of course, watching me, and I'm going to mirror you, so I'm going in the opposite direction. So basically, we're stepping off to the northeast. Yep, we step off to the northeast, but the back foot's still facing towards the north. Yep. I used to use a clock, and now I don't use the clocks anymore, because how many people use analog clocks? Most people now have digital clocks or digital phones or digital everything. So it'll get to the stage, I imagine, if you say to a kid, go to the 3 o'clock position, and they won't even know where 3 o'clock is. And I think it's getting more like that now. So I'm old school, so I have clocks. But we'll use the compass, because that won't change. Well, hopefully it doesn't change. We're going to the northeast anyway. So we step off to the northeast, and we raise the hands. Now the hand's going to go up. I'm just going to show you the whole posture. I'm going to show you how to get into this posture shortly. The bottom palm's facing towards the ground, and the top hand's facing towards the sky, like that. Now it's not to head height. It's not the same height as your head. It's above your head, and you're looking up at the hand. The bottom hand's facing towards the ground. Now when you're standing in this posture, I'm looking at the top hand. The back leg that I'm standing on, there's no weight in the front leg, it's just resting on the ground. The back leg, I'm standing on the kidney point, which is in the pad of the foot, the ball of the foot, and I'm standing on all the toes. The heel is just touching the ground, there's no weight in it. So I'm actually engaged my muscles, I'm standing on my muscles. I have this back leg slightly bent, so as soon as I bend it, I bring the weight forward into the front of the foot, into the ball of the foot. And then there's the heel, as I say, is just touching the ground, there's no weight. But what I've done is I've engaged all the muscles in my calves and my thighs. All of these muscles are engaged now because I'm standing on them. Yep. And what happens in Qigong is when you engage your muscles, then because your muscle activities, it generates lots of movement of blood, so the blood has to move through the muscles. But it also makes because you're using the muscles, it needs energy for the muscles. So the body starts bringing energy to the muscles because they're generating. It also draws energy from the ground, so it's actually starting to produce energy in your body because of the engagement of the muscles. It's like if you go to the gym and you start weight training. As soon as you start putting pressure on your muscles, the body has to start producing energy. Logical. Yeah, and so the same thing when you're standing. If I'm standing on my muscles and not standing on my bones, if I stand on my heel, I stand on my bones, come forward to the ball of my foot, bend the knee, now I engage the muscles. Now I'm generating power into the body through the muscles. So I'm standing here in this posture, and this back legs have got all the power, and you can feel it, all the muscles, and you feel them getting tight. If you haven't done it before, they'll get tight because all the blood and the power is coming in to generate energy for it. Yeah, simple from that posture. Yeah, And we're bringing that foot back in, and we go to the other side. I'm going to show you the trend, how we do the change from that. And the other side. Now I'm standing with on my right leg facing towards the left. So I'll be facing towards your northwest. You'll be facing towards the northwest now. The back foot, the foot I'm standing on is still facing towards the north, but the foot's facing off towards the northwest. But not only is the foot facing, my chest is facing to the northwest, but I'm turning my hips around so it's facing towards the northwest. So all of it's facing towards the northwest, except for the foot who's facing still towards the north. Yep, so that's the only thing. And all the rest of it's turned around, facing this way, looking up at the hand, bottom hand towards the ground. So we have a connection with Lao Gong, the bottom of your hand to the ground, and we have a connection with heaven with the top hand, like that. Good. Now we bring the hand back down again, bring the foot in. Good. No, so how we do the transition from side to side is a little bit tricky. We'll do it once, but you'll be able to go back to this video and watch it again because we record this for you. Yep. So as I'm gonna step off to the northeast again. As I do that, I'm going to change the weight across. As I change the weight across, I'm going to turn my hips like that. I'll do that again as it goes across, turn. As I go across and turn, the hand comes around and comes up. Yeah? I'll do back to the center. Goes across, turns, the hand comes up. Yeah? Do that again so you can see the movement. Goes across, the hand comes up. And the palm's facing up. Then I'm going to pick up the right leg. I'm going to pick up the right leg and it's going to bring the hands up so both palms are facing up. I'm going to step forward with the right, both palms are up, and then it's going to turn around. One's going to turn up and one's going to turn down. Now that looks very stylish, but it isn't. But it looks like it is, and it looks more tricky. So I'm going to go back and do that again. So we get from here, one turns, and it's like turning the hand around and goes up, and the other one pushes down, like that. Now, as I say, you can watch this video again and see how to do that. We stand in the posture. Then as the hand comes down, the foot comes back at the same time. We do the same thing. We change the weight across the other side, and then the hand comes up. Palm comes up. Good, to there. Then the back hand comes up with the foot. Both palms up. Step forward. And then the top hand turns around, and the bottom one goes down. The other one comes up. Like that. There you go. This might take a bit of practice, but it's okay. We'll do the transition a few times for you. Bring the foot in. Hand comes down. Change the weight. Move across. Turn. The hand comes up. Then the other hand comes up with the foot. One goes up, one goes down. Good. And how you remember which hand that you've got in the ear, the same leg that's forward is the same hand that's up in the ear. So they're both on the same side, yeah? And then you'll remember which one it is. Good. And then bring the foot down. Hand down. Then center. Move to one side. Turn. The hand comes up. Bring the foot up. Step out. And then both hands. One turns, goes up, one comes down. And say this is really good for your spleen, your stomach. Regulates your stomach right now. It'll be balancing the stomach energy and the spleen energy and the liver energy by itself. Good. And we'll come in again. Comes down, center, move to the side, bring the hand up. Good. Other hand, foot comes up, both palms up first, then one goes up, one goes down. Good. Now we're going to hold the posture for the count of 3 breaths this time. The bottom hand's facing towards the ground, top hand facing towards heaven. Take a breath in. And then breathe out, relax. Looking at the top hand, look at the top hand. Take a breath in. Breathe out, relax. Take a breath in. Breathe out, relax. Good. Now bring the hand down. Bring the foot in. Change your weight back to the center. Then move across the other side. Then turn, bring the palm up. Good. Then bring up the back one. Both palms up. Then one palm up, one palm down. Very good, like that. Looking towards the top, and we'll do the same 3 breaths again. To breathe in slowly. And then breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. Bring the hand down and the foot back in at the same time. Pendulum the other side. We'll do one each side again. Hand comes up. Foot comes up. Hand comes up. Stepping forward. One hand goes up, one goes down. Good. Just relax the arms. Take a breath in. And then breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do the breathe in and breathe out 3 times. Looking at your top hand. Now I'm going to bring the hands down. I want you to see this to the front. I'm going to turn around slightly so you can see this before we do the next one. I'm facing this way, and this is now I'm facing towards you, so this is how I'm standing like this. So when I'm standing with the arms like that, see the arms are not like that. The bottom arm isn't tucked in, with the elbows not tucked in. And the top arm, the arm isn't seated around. There's this gap between them, the gap coming down the arms. And so I have this idea that they're apart like that. So there's a hollow under the armpits, but my arm's not in the ear though, it's just a hollow. So I have that place, and the top hand feels like that. So it feels like this S comes around your body and comes around like that. Yeah, and out through the hand. So you have that posture, and it's not like that. Like that. Good? Okay. So we're going to the last side. We're going to go to the left side again. Step off. Remember, pendulum across. Rotate, the hand comes up. Bring the hand and foot up at the same time. Step out with the foot. Turn the hands, one up, one down. Perfect. Feel that balance inside the arms. Relax the arms. They're both slightly bent. They're not straight. Take a breath in and breathe out. Good. And then last thing, bring your hands back down again. Bring your hand in again. There you go. So you'll notice when you do these exercises, you get hotter because the energy is because it's producing a lot of energy, and there's lots of energy circulating because of the posture. Because you're standing on your muscles, there's lots of energy traveling through the body, lots of blood circulation. It's making the heart pump because it's pumping the energy to the blood, to the blood to the muscles. It's also moving the energy around as well. The liver's involved with moving the energy as well. And this is also, as I say, to regulate your stomach. And so any digestive problems, as I said, the bloating, the flatulence, the belching, all of those things can be regulated just by this exercise. It's a very, very, very powerful exercise to do that. And yeah, it's a nice and simple exercise, but just know it creates lots of heat, so you'll be feeling quite warm now. You'll get the tingling, the red blotchy hands. You'll see the little patches, red blotches hand. That's about the circulation that's happening in your hands. You'll get that as well. Know also when you're standing on one leg, it can be a bit of discomfort because you're standing on the ball of your foot. Your knees slightly bend, all your weight's on the front of your foot, and you're basically standing on one leg. The other leg's not doing anything. You're actually standing on one leg. So all that leg's engaged. The whole of muscles are engaged. So it's a lot of power going on. So they can get a bit discomfort if you haven't done it for a while. After a while, you can stand there forever, and it won't make any difference. To start off with, you'll feel all that tension in your muscles. It's just normal, yeah. But the longer you do it, the stronger your legs get, the more you learn how to circulate the energy, more it's better to circulate your blood. It's such a great exercise. But this particular exercise is also good to harmonize your digestive problems. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully that's useful to you. And if you know somebody who has digestive problems, send them the class, send them a link to the class and send it to them, because I've given this exercise out to people and it's fixed their digestive problems altogether. Just by practicing it for a few days, it's just changed everything. So they are that good. Have a beautiful day everywhere, wherever you are. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you next week. And if you have any questions, if you pick up this video later and if you've just found it now, if you have any questions, please write. I'll always answer them anyway. If you have any questions about that, please ask. Have a beautiful week, everybody. Well, back onto your thumbs. Left hand underneath, right hand on top. 2 thumbs together. Perfect. Gone. Make a fist with your left hand, cover with your right. Open your hands, bring the energy towards your heart, and then down to your physical center. Very cool. And take a step back. And then bow to everybody else that's done the class with you today and people who are going to watch it in the future. Hope you find it useful anyway. Have a beautiful day, eh? Bye-bye.